In this lesson, we will look at some simple network with extreme values of parameters. This is just to illustrate to you that you can have some set of parameters well defined and the others not defined. Okay. So, let us take a very simple circuit. Just this. Okay. This is the 2 port and it contains a single resistance. Now, please go ahead and calculate all 4 parameter sets for this, that is y parameters, z parameters, g and h parameters. Okay. Now, you will find that the y parameter set for this will be 1 by r minus 1 by r minus 1 by r and 1 by r. The h parameters are r 1 minus 1 and 0. The g parameters are zero, minus 1, 1 and r, but if you do try to calculate the z parameters, all of them come out to be infinite. Okay. So, now you can also see that this y matrix, this has 2 rows which are dependent. Okay. The second row is simply negative of the first row. So, you know that this cannot be inverted. Okay. This is one way to think about it. Other way is that if you do apply a current here with the other port open circuited, you will only get infinite voltages because there is no path for the current to flow. So, for this particular circuit, we have y, h and g parameters which are well defined, but z parameters you cannot define them. Okay. This is something like trying to measure the resistance of an open circuit, it will come out to infinity. Okay. And we can take another simple circuit. Okay. In this case, I have the resistance connected in parallel between 1 1 prime or 2 2 prime, and 1 1 prime and 2 2 prime are the same terminals, but that does not matter. I can define the 2 port in any which way I want. Okay. Now, in this case, you will find that the z parameters will be r, r, r and r. Okay. The h parameters will be 0, 1, minus 1 and r, and the g parameters will be 1 by r, minus 1, 1 and 0. But if you do try to calculate the y parameters, they turn out to be all infinite. You should have guessed this because this z parameter matrix, the 2 rows are identical. So, this cannot be inverted, you will get infinities. Also, if you short circuit this port, you have infinite conductance looking in from port 1. Okay. So, that also tells you that these parameters will be infinity. So, this is an example where z, h and g parameters are well defined, but the y parameters are not. Okay. There are a number of other such examples where some parameters are defined and some others are not. Okay. Now, some of these are given in the activity questions. So, one of the important sub cases are control sources. Control sources are 2 port networks, right. So, you have input applied to one side and the output coming out from the other side. Okay. So, for these it will turn out that some parameter sets will be undefined. So, these are dealt with in the activity questions for this lesson. Please go through each of them and think about them carefully. Okay.